How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for Deadpool and Wolverine. This is part of the Attack of the Franchise series, as previously we reviewed all of the Fox X-Men series leading up to this review, which I will link right here. You can go back and rewatch all of those right after you watch this review. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. And let's get into this review. Let's start with the cast. Ryan Reynolds is Wade Wilson. Hugh Jackman is back, baby, as Logan. We have Emma Corrin, who I am absolutely. Matthew McFadden playing Mr. Paradox. Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan. Daphne Keane as Morena Baccarin. Daphne Keane as Laura X-23. We have Morena Baccarin as Vanessa. We have Rob Delaney as Peter. We have Leslie Uggams as Blind Al. We have Minua Masue playing B-15. We have Aaron Stanford as Pyro. We have Corinne Soon as Dopinder, and we have Tyler Mane as Sabretooth. I will be talking about the people that we have seen in the trailers. I will not talk about the people that we have not seen in the trailers. I'm not spoiling anything for anybody. In my video, my final thoughts on the Fox X-Men franchise, I will cover all of the stuff that you don't know that's in the movie that weren't in the trailers, and I will cover all that in detail in my thoughts and my love, especially about the credit scene, which absolutely meant a lot to me and made me cry. But let's get right into this. We have Deadpool, like, not being Deadpool anymore. He gave it up. He broke up with Vanessa, and he's a broken man. He doesn't want to he has a job at Drive Max and all this shit, and he's not happy. He lost who he was. Now, this movie does open with the sheer desecration of Wolverine's grave from the movie Logan, and Deadpool literally Wolverine's skeleton, which is perfectly preserved because it's made out of adamantium, and then goes on a TVA killing spree, which is just ridiculously fun. And he gets taken to Mr. Paradox. Mr. Paradox basically is like, look, man, we're going to put you over in the sacred timeline, and you're going to be able to be great because my head bosses, they chose you. You're somebody special, so we're going to put you over there. But your dimension is going to be pruned, and instead of waiting a couple of thousand years for it to happen, I'm just going to do it all really quick and get it over with because I want to move on with my life. And ultimately sets up that he is the big bad of this, even more bad than Cassandra Nova. Deadpool then goes to look for... He finds out Logan was his anchor, an anchor being, and when your anchor being dies, your dimension eventually starts dying off. It takes thousands of years, but it eventually starts dying off, slowly but surely. Logan was his anchor being, and he goes off to try to find another anchor being that he could bring from that universe to his universe to save it, for he could save the people he loves, like Vanessa, Shatterstar, Colossus, Negasonic Teenage, Warhead, Yukio, and all that stuff. He goes through a lot of Wolverines that all just fuck him up, and I'm not getting into the Wolverines that because they don't show any of those in the trailer, and those are severely special. Like, there's one big cameo that's just absolutely amazing that I just died. But there was also a Wolverine that holds a deep meaning to my heart, which I've talked about in a previous video. And if you go back and watch the X-Men reviews that I did, I talk about who one of those people could be. And he ends up with this Wolverine. This Wolverine failed his people. Jean, Scott, Charles, all died because Wolverine didn't help, and they were killed by humans, which could be the FOH, could be any number of mutant haters, and stuff like that. And he went on a killing spree, and he was killing everybody, every human, good or bad. He didn't care. And now he just kind of let his world down. So that's the premise of all of it. Now, we get so many cameos from so many Fox superhero movies. There is a dude playing the Russian from Punisher. Kelly Hu is back as Lady Deathstrike. Callisto's in it. There's a version of Psylocke. Ray Park is playing Toad. Tyler Mane as Sabretooth. We get a version of Juggernaut. It is not Vinnie Jones, but I think he was pretty good. We just get a slew of these like bad guys that are on Cassandra Nova's side. Cassandra Nova is Charles Xavier's sister. She tried to kill him in the womb, and she had a miscarriage, and she went and grew up in the sewers. But she was pruned and sent to the void. Cassandra Nova is very cool, and Emma Corrin is fucking amazing in this. One of her abilities is she can go into your mind with her hand, and like her hand would be sticking out of your face and everything, and it's fucking gruesome, but it's awesome. We get Daphne Keane back, and this review is going to be long. We get Daphne Keane back. She is part of this group of people that are trying to figure out how to go up against Cassandra Nova. Again, none of them are in the trailer, so I can't talk about them. But fuck it, they are amazing who they are, especially one. And I'm glad they did it. I really am. And we basically get to fight over and everything else. And I'm not fully gonna spoil everything that happens, but they lead the charge to go after Cassandra Nova, and that's what we're gonna call it for the story. I was blown away by this movie. This movie didn't have to bridge anything. It was cool to see them go to the 616, the Sacred Timeline, and him talk to Happy, and we find out that he wants to matter, and Happy Hogan's like, no, see, the problem is they don't do it because they want to do it. They do it because they have to. And like, I fucking love that. I love that. And it's basically telling Deadpool, hey man, don't shoot for the top. Like, shoot for here. I'm here. Just shoot for where you're at. And everything else. And it makes sense because he's in a bad spot right now. He just wants to make his girl love him again. And he's trying to figure out how to do that. We get some great cameos from the Deadpool Corp. We get Lady Deadpool. We get Dogpool, who is played by Peggy the dog, and she's such a beautiful girl, and I love her. I absolutely love her to death. She's so great. I do believe he was in the trailers, but we meet a variant called Nice Pool, which him and Deadpool have a great back and forth, and Deadpool's obsession with Dogpool. We get Headpool. Headpool is a zombie head that flies like a little beanie on his head, and he's fucking amazing. And I love him so much. I do. I love Headpool. Deadpool and Dogpool are awesome. We get Kid Pool, we get Baby Pool, we get Cowboy Pool, who is voiced by Matthew McConaughey. Lady Pool is voiced by Blake Lively. Kid Pool and Baby Pool were based off of Ryan Reynolds' kids. This movie was amazing. And why? Why did it take so long for us to get here? Why did it take so long to put Hugh Jackman in his comic book accurate suit? Why? It took 20 years to get him in that costume, and it's so stupid. Why not? This movie was fucking amazing. And it had so much heart and so much to it that it's hard for me to talk about it. Like, there's so much to it. There is so much to this movie. And it doesn't slow down one bit, man. You are in it to win it from the time it starts to the time it ends. Having Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine and having him play this type of Wolverine, a down and out, not the fucking badass. He's just kind of a douche that just wants to drink himself into misery, and it's fucking awesome. And it's so goddamn good. And it's the one thing I like about these Deadpool movies is they play and show that Wade is not just a one-note character, which, I mean, he uses jokes as a mechanism, you know, legitly. He's scared and he uses jokes to hide that. But they give him so much depth to his character. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. And like I said, I'm going to go into more depth in my my final thoughts on the X-Men franchise. So look for that video. I will, when it comes out, I will link it right here. This was amazing. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking go. This was amazing. I love this fucking movie. This was everything I wanted it to be, and this was a beautiful send-off to the Fox universe. And like I said, I'll talk more about it, but this is what we needed. We needed this closure. Everybody in this movie that I haven't talked about needed this closure for these characters. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? The story is a 5, the cinematography is a 4, the characters are a 5, the design is a 5, which brings our total to 4.75. Guys, let me know down below, did you guys go see Deadpool and Wolverine? Did you happen to buy any of the popcorn buckets? I got asked out on everything, even the lame popcorn bucket at Regal. Still didn't get that shit. Fuck. So pissed. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Help us grow in 2024. Thank you guys so very much. And I will see you in my next review. Bye.